Congressional Budget Office, or the CBO, said that the $1 trillion budget proposal would add $256 billion to the nation's budget deficit over the next 10 years. What does that mean exactly? Nearly half of the package's proposed new spending would end up tacked on the nation's growing debt load instead of increasing revenues, reallocating funds, and spending cuts. But don't worry, if all else fails, we can just print more money. Here's the deal. CBO estimates that the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act would increase the government's net spending by $315 billion while increasing revenues by only $50 billion over the next 10 years. What is a little concerning is that Washington said the budget would be funded with more than $250 billion in unspent COVID-19 relief funds, strengthened tax enforcement for cryptocurrencies, and new revenues. Not once mentioning any of the added debt. As expected, the Senate is debating, rightfully so, burying the country deep into debt should never be taken lightly. The gap between government spending and revenue has swelled to more than $2.2 trillion in 2020-21, less than last year's $2.7 trillion, but far more than the historical deficits of less than $1 trillion. A larger deficit typically means the government is taking on more debt, which can ultimately limit the government's ability to increase spending, to curb economic downturns, or fight pandemics. The problem lies in the core strategy. The government seems to be in a rush to get things done with not enough consideration to the very core of the problem. And the problem is this: we have a very low GDP. Companies are still not reopening. People aren't going back to work, and our financial system is faulty. Our problems are fundamental and all the solutions are tactical. And for as long as we don't deal with these problems, debt will stack up and the economy will shrink. The problem is that it will take decades to recover from this hole that we're in. So for us, who we are preparing for retirement, relying on that kind of solution from the government is not smart. It's financial suicide. We need to take care of ourselves and our financial future. You need to go back to your portfolio, look at it. You have to determine what you're looking to do, when you're looking to retire. You got to look at other things besides stocks and ETFs and bonds. Maybe look at investing in a business. You have to make sure all these investments are protected and there's a hedge, like gold. Gold is a great store of value, and it's the only asset that continues to thrive even in the midst of all this current disaster and all this economic distress. If you want to know more about investing in gold, give us a call at 877-646-5347, or you can start by downloading a free guide by going to noblegoldinvestments.com.
If you're interested in investing in precious metals and you want to talk to a no-hassle representative that has experience in physical metal, give us a call. Phone number is 877-646-5347. Our phone lines are always open, and we're happy to answer any of your questions.